What's up, guys? I'm your host, John from Inquiline, and today, as you can tell from this flyer, I have a huge announcement. Now, some of you guys have hit me up about what that could possibly be. Some of you guys are let down. Some of you guys, I have no idea what you're even thinking. So, real quick, I want to say what's up to everybody in the chat, and then we will get into it. Ken, thank you for coming out. I know you've been waiting around for a little while for me to come on here. Thank you so much, man. Darlene, you're cooking but listening. That is totally cool. Let's see who else. And all right, so Darlene, if this is about what I think it is, I've been waiting for it. I don't know, because I had some people hit me up about it thinking it was one thing. I had to tell them it wasn't. I kind of gave them a brief rundown. I think I might have got some people's hopes up. But let me tell you this. Get your hopes up, because what's coming is going to be amazing. And I couldn't let you down unless I announce that you're quitting the show or the hobby. No, that is not happening. Like I said on my flyer, Inquiline is evolving. I'm not dying. I'm not devolving. I'm not trying to go backwards. It felt like it for a long time, as far as life situations and things like that. But you know what? Things are going really well, actually. Kaiju, what is up, bro? David, what's good? What's good? Tamara knows what's up. What's up, Tamara? Heads and tails, Tamara. All right, guys. So before I get into exactly why I'm here, no, yep, we're good. We're good. I promise. So I have two major announcements tonight. The first one is I'm moving. So some of you guys may have heard that throughout my lives, or maybe I've said something in the chat, but I am moving. So I currently live in Colorado Springs, and I found an opportunity to move. I have to move anyways. So I found an opportunity to move to the San Antonio area of Texas. So I am going to Texas, guys. So make sure you guys comment. I want to know what you guys think through this whole process. But yeah, so long story short, it's been kind of rough a little bit lately, as far as just figuring things out. This last 2 years have been pretty rough. But this show has been something I've really been trying to focus on. The snakes, the ball pythons. You knew it. So, okay. So yeah, Darlene, yep, I'm moving to Texas. Thank you, Tamara. But yes, guys, I'm moving to Texas. I have to move anyways. And I could stay in the area. I could not. It's really super expensive out here. But I'm moving to Texas, and my show is getting revamped. So the show is getting an upgrade, I guess you could say. So what's up, Tammy? Thank you for coming out. I am moving to the San Antonio, just outside of San Antonio. So my dad is going to be here tomorrow morning. My dad decided to come out here. Like, we were both born in Texas. Me and my dad, my brother, were born in Texas. We were born in Dallas, but San Antonio, I mean, I think my dad offered to come out here to help me pack up my things. We're going to drive out to San Antonio, take about 2 days to do that. And then I am going to be in San Antonio. But on top of that, you guys are probably you're in San Antonio? Dang. Okay. So I've already got some friends out there, which is really freaking awesome. So it's going to be really nice to be able to meet a lot more people. Texas is definitely bigger. Everything is bigger in Texas. Just everything. So moving out there. So we're leaving. So my dad's going to get here in Colorado Springs Sunday morning. My brother's actually out here in Colorado Springs. He's going to spend some time with him that day. We're going to get the U-Haul, pack probably Sunday night, leave morning, do like a half-day travel. And then Monday night, I'm still going to do my show. with Ken from Primal Scales. Then Tuesday we're gonna finish our trip, and I should be landing in San Antonio Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. But the second piece, can anybody guess what? Don't guess. Don't guess. I know some of you guys probably know. But I am, drum roll, I'm getting a co-host, guys. That is the huge change to my show. I am getting a co-host. I'm getting a partner in crime. I am getting the yin to my yang. Basically, the show is going to be stepping up. And so without further ado, I'm going to bring on my co-hosts. Thank you, Brandon. Brandon, Tammy, everybody else in the chat, stick around. I'm bringing on my co-host. Some of you guys would be like, that's a no-brainer. Some of you guys maybe have no idea that these were kind of developing behind the scenes. So without further ado, let me bring on my co-host. Oh man, okay, I see two of you. I think it's you. What's good?
What up? What's going on, everybody? I'm glad to be here. Shane from Heads and Tails.
Yes.
We're going to be amping things up in the League of Readers. Now it's a league. We got more than one.
Yes. So I'm super excited to have Shane on my show. We've been kicking it for quite a while, doing late night lives, late night snake bites. That's what you call it, right? Late night snake bites. I just don't want to screw it up. Yes. And so yeah, Shane can moderate. See, hands free. Shane can pull up comments too on my channel, so it's pretty awesome. We've kind of been running through things past like month or so, just kind of getting to know each other, getting to be on each other's channels and things like that. So it's been really awesome, and Shane's been really hospitable. Just being a friend is kind of like opened up the door for me to be able to come out there. So I think it's going to be really awesome to be able to start over. And then just being in the area with Shane is really going to help us step up what we're trying to do as far as like not just my brand, but like his brand, but like together, So
yeah, for sure, man. Well, I can't wait for you to get out here. We're gonna go crazy. There is so much to do and so much for us to develop on. As far as the show goes, we got a ton of plans for us. It's gonna be a blast. I hope you guys enjoy it. Heck yeah, I'm stoked to be here. So
now, Shane, would you like to get into the details of what we're trying to do, or do you think we should keep some of that stuff on the down low?
Let's do about half of it. We've talked a few.
Okay.
Let's do the same things that we talked about on the late night snake bites, so that way a few of our precious details are still under wraps.
All right, so I'm gonna say something real quick about Tammy's comment. I think Shane has created another channel for video games, but I'm not sure. I think we have talked about it.
Yeah,
but
I gotta get 50 subscribers before we can go live on it, though. So hey, if y'all want, subscribe to SLBeast88. We'll get that thing going. We'll start doing more late video games, or not even late night. It depends, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And yeah, you can send us a steak. That's totally cool.
Absolutely.
What's going on, Justin? In case you missed the announcement, I am moving to San Antonio, Texas. I'm going to move near Shane. Actually, I'm gonna probably be starting out in a spare bedroom, but it's gonna go along nicely, and I'm gonna move out like right away, hopefully. But it's gonna be cool. Shane and I are gonna be kicking off Monday night, hosting our shows together. We got Ken from Primal Scales on. So that's gonna be the first time you're gonna see us together doing the League of Readers show. We're really gonna try to take it up a notch. Like I said, Inquiline is evolving. So as far as ideas for evolving the show, we want to kind of put a lot more elements into the show as far as like more production value. We're gonna do more like, well, my favorite thing I think that we're gonna try to work on is like It's commercials. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I love the idea of our commercials. Our brains have been going crazy for days about the commercials. We are going to
Yeah.
have some really good ones, funny ones, weird ones. It's good. Man, the possibilities are near endless, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, we want to do like commercials where it's not like, yeah, if you guys like, I don't know, if we get sponsors, of course we're gonna do good commercials for them. But like we want to do commercials that are just wacky and off the wall. Like they don't gotta make
Mhm.
sense. You know how you watch a commercial for 2 minutes at the very end, it's just like Cool Whip. And you're like, I had no idea that was a freaking Cool Whip commercial. You're like in the fucking Alps, the birds were
Right.
chirping, there's a dude just fly fishing, and then he opens up his thing and it's like his you know what I mean, that's not even funny, but like just off the wall stuff. I mean, I want to
Yeah,
say that Maxi Pad
absolutely.
one, but like yeah, we
Yeah,
had a really
yeah.
fun one the other night.
Well, that was like the first idea was like just like me running through a field of flowers and like just maxi pad or like roller skating on a sunny day, you know.
Right.
Uh,
So yeah, we want to do stupid stuff like that, but we also want to keep it serious. We want to have like serious guests on. We want to have like we want to
mhm.
work our way to venture out beyond the ball pythons, which is something that I've already had in the works. As far as getting into fish and monitor people, doing these bigger keepers like Barcheck and
Absolutely.
the people that have more experience, but also going above and beyond like Barcheck and getting Post Malone or something. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Right. Why'd you
there's
say
no problem.
it?
There's no problem in dreaming big.
Yeah,
And so if this is something that Shane and I, work towards doing full time and really putting in that work, like who's to say we can't get any guests that we want? So
absolutely.
I think that does take some of it away from the breeding aspect, but at the same time, Shane has always reminded me, we are podcasters who have an interest in snakes. Not that our guests have to have that interest, but we're podcasters that are involved in the animal and reptile community, but that doesn't
Yeah.
have to be the focus every single week. So,
Right. Right.
it is going to definitely be evolving throughout the weeks and months. And by the end of the year, it might be a really well produced show. Um,
Hmm.
so that's kind of what we're hoping. But Shane, what are your thoughts?
Also, we have a couple of other things going on as far as whenever we get together, we could possibly be able to be in the same picture together, you know, have the same
Oh
one
yeah,
camera for both of us or multiple angles on us. Us being able to be next to each other, I think is going to add in a whole nother element. And then we also have the idea on getting an actual venue to do the show to where it's more of a uh, like Jay
like
Leno
a
or
talk show.
Conan
Yeah, like a talk
O'Brien.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly, exactly.
So
So,
that is definitely in the works. I know Shane's got to pull those strings, but from what he's told me, it's very possible. And if not with that venue, let's say, I guarantee there's 10 other places that have a Monday night
absolutely.
open. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So even if it's like a spare room in a rec center, like why not? You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So there's options, but we do have one that we're kind of looking at with
Hmm.
that's already got the lights, the audio equipment and stage and everything. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And
think our shot's
that's a
pretty
huge weight
decent.
off of our shoulders with having all of that stuff already there to where we can focus on the important things of doing the show well.
Yep.
You know, so excited about that. And then
Yes.
we also get to hang out and check out each other's animals too. That's going to be great. Everybody likes to,
Yeah.
check out each other's collections and
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, we might be doing some breeding projects together. I'll be able to like help Shane out with his channel as far as filming him, editing, all that stuff, and Shane can help me out the same way. So I think it's
absolutely,
gonna be really
absolutely,
good. Two heads is better than one, as they say.
yeah, yeah. It's going to be a blast.
Um, man, would
Time's
you
getting
like?
close, man. It's only a few
Yes.
days. You'll be here. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I want to say this. As far as Monday goes, I think everything's going to be good to do the show. Um, if for some reason I cannot be there, I want you to do the show. Can you do the show if I'm not there?
100%. I got you.
See, that's what's also awesome is
Yep.
like, having a backup or having that co-host like,
Hmm.
is really awesome. So yeah, so kind of on Monday, I think we're going to be leaving pretty early in the morning. I think my dad said about 7, 8 hour drive to get to the halfway point. Like, I don't know. But he's got a hotel already
Yeah.
rented out. Gonna stay there
Nice.
for the night, but I can like do the interview in the room or in the lobby or wherever. So like it might be in a different location. Um, but
Yeah.
if for some reason I am still on the road at that time, I'm still gonna pop in, say what's up,
Yep.
and I'll probably still be listening in the background. So
Yep. We got you. No problem, bro.
yep. But we do have
So
some
yeah, super
awesome
excited about all
guests.
that.
Yeah, so I think we got Ken from Primal Scales. I think the week after that is it's either I think it's Gershon, then Lady Tiz, um then Keys Constrictors, and then Derek's Reptiles. So like really awesome people coming up.
Yeah, an
Um,
awesome lineup coming up. So we are gonna have some awesome questions, man. We are gonna get to it. It's gonna be so
mhm.
fun. So
Yeah.
I'm
Oh yeah.
excited. I hope you guys are excited. I see Darlene's excited. Thanks, Darlene. Heck yeah, man. We're gonna have a blast.
And I appreciate, I'm gonna say this even just to Shane face to face, but I appreciate the fact that you see my vision and that you're like willing to get on board. I know things are gonna get a little bit classier, a little bit more like we're just gonna keep trying to push that
Yeah.
that bar higher and higher every week. So
Heck yeah.
so
Big
I think
Sam.
uh I think Shane's looking for a suit right now.
Yeah. No, hey, I was at my parents' house today going through like old clothes. I was like, man, I don't know what I did with my suit.
And
Like,
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I never asked Shane to wear a suit. Like yeah, I kind of want you to, but like
yeah.
yeah, I mean, like I said, it ain't gotta be nothing. I'm just doing this, nothing crazy.
No, it's cool, man. A good
But
blazer is always nice.
even if it's not like I said, I don't ever want to change who you are. Um, I think every week's just gonna get better and better, and I feel like the
Right.
bigger guests we get, the more serious they're gonna want us to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if we can't
Um,
turn it into like a late night show or like an actual like talk show with commercials and intermissions and games and all this other stuff, is like
mhm.
I think it's going to be something really fun and interactive.
That's another thing that we've touched on the late night shows a little bit. Haven't really touched on anything on your channel. We're gonna be doing some games and stuff. Keep it interesting. Possibly some prizes for the guests,
Oh
and
yeah, I forgot about that.
maybe even prizes for you guys out there.
Yeah,
You know,
I did forget about.
we'll
Yeah,
see.
that'd be
We'll see
awesome.
how it goes. Hopefully, you guys like it.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Ken. I appreciate you. Uh, and blazer and jeans work. Yeah, see, it doesn't gotta be. I don't know. Like I said, that's just me. That's what I wanted to do with my
Right.
brand. My colors are black and gold. It's
Mhm.
I have like an ends, not even an end. I don't think it ever ends, but I have a vision, and it's not the full picture yet, but I kind of know what I want to do with it. And more stuff. You have no luck in winning.
Hey, we're
So,
we're gonna do some other games that aren't necessarily because late night we've been doing trivia lately, and trivia is awesome, but it does seem like a few specific people are real good at trivia. So we're gonna try to
yeah.
make it a little more chance.
Now, do you feel like getting into the actual League of Breeders outside of the show? Do
If
you
you
feel like
want, that's
touch?
fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So outside of the show, and I think the show is going to be a lot more, like I said, it should be evolving every week if we do it right. But as far as like outside of the show, I started the League of Breeders as with the goal in mind to be able to have like Shane calls it a beauty pageant. All right, whatever. But like a best in show, a best in show for snakes. So how we've kind of formulated it so far is what we want to do for like Tinley, Daytona, Arlington, these big shows, Pomona. At least starting there is we want to be able to have like a sort of like best in show contest where, oh man, I feel like I'm gonna get long-winded on this. I got to try to simplify it. But so Shane and I, let's say we go to our local show, we buy a couple ribbons, maybe like 6 ribbons, because I think we got. Yeah, the way we judge is we find. Do you feel like have a good way to describe it? As far as like, it's like separated by weight class. So you got your
it's
like
the quality of the genetics showing up in the snake, and we are going to have a few different classes, mainly judging by weight class because hatchlings are always brighter than adults, and even though an adult could have really amazing genes, it doesn't look as good as a hatchling. So we're going to have it divided up into different weight classes, bring a few ribbons for people, and start it off that way. Hopefully it ends up growing and getting bigger to the point to where we can have best of Texas, best of Tinley, best of Orlando going against each other. Ideas like that. We can really grow that into something huge.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more details to that for sure. But yeah, that's basically what it is in a nutshell. It's a competition that is by genetic beauty. It doesn't necessarily mean you have like, we did think about separating it to like best clown, best pie, but we realized that's kind of dumb. So we decided to separate it into weight classes because you got your hatchling to 500, 500 to 1,000 or, whatever, and 1,000 plus. So I think that's a good way to do it. So then let's say you got your hatchings. People can choose, they can, $5 to enter in a snake or something. Maybe they can enter, a snake into each category, like 10 snakes per entry or something. And then let's say you get, $500 from the hatching category. Well, we can make it a donation thing where we can give away like half of it to USARC and half of it to the winner as a cash prize or something, and the more people that enter, let's say in the adult class or whatever, I think the most is probably gonna be in the hatching class, but let's say there's going to be, potentially $1,000 prize pool. You pay $10 to enter that snake. If you think you got the best snake, enter it, and you just might win $1,000. Plus, money gets donated. But then on the opposite side of that, outside of the best in show type deal, is snakes got. I mean, Shane's got a really good idea as well, and I think that comes along. So I think with the best in show, we can get sponsors to sponsor the show and everything. Kind of maybe help with those cash prizes and stuff, help kind of fund the event. But then Shane has a way to get individual sponsors for snakes, and I think his idea was way better than mine on that.
Well, I think your idea is great, honestly, and I think both of them will work really well together. I think just doing one or the other will kind of struggle. So if we can do both ideas, my idea is to get basically 4 10-foot lanes and race ball pythons. The reason we're going 10 feet, well, actually, I was thinking more about it, and I was like, we should go 13.2 feet because that's a 100th of a quarter mile. So it's just kind of fitting there, for drag racing. But the whole idea is that we have a specific length set up to where anybody can time their snake. And if you end up beating everybody else's time, you'll want to bring that thing to race. You can end up getting sponsors on the specific snakes that are always winning or something.
Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting.
It can really grow into something crazy. Eventually, we would like for it to be able to have bets like horse racing even. So we'll see where that can go, but we're going to start off with just, seeing it and maybe a prize for the winner or something like that. If you're entering, you get a prize and then 50% goes to USARC. Most of our stuff is going to be an idea on when you win a prize for the entrance fee, half of that money is actually going to go to USARC also, so that way, we end up being able to benefit USARK at the same time as growing some more entertainment in the hobby. So we'll see how everything goes down once we put all the pieces together. But I think it's going to be an awesome idea for the both of them.
What's up? What's up, Aaron? I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I've seen you on my channel. Make sure you subscribe to mine and go over to Heads and Tails. Subscribe to his. But Adam Shira is awesome. If you guys, saw I had him on my channel 2 weeks ago. Adam's not a weird. I don't know. He's a really, really good guy. Really easy to get along with. But yeah, that's cool. I did see he had pictures with Mike from Herp Collectors, which is pretty awesome as well. But yeah, so I think like our whole concept with the League of Breeders, like at shows, kind of evolved into like, what can we do to keep people at the show for a longer time? Like you get there, you're there for an hour and a half. I'm freaking bored. I've already seen everything. I've been around the tables 5-6 times each. And so, it's like, what can we do to make a reptile show more interactive, more family friendly? I mean, they're all family friendly, but I mean, like, people like feeling like they're part of something. Yeah, to keep you a little bit more entertained, have something maybe on the side where you can sit down, watch a race for like 30, 40 minutes while you're eating your lunch or something. And as far as like the judging goes, for like the best in show, is like we can have like a popular vote. I think that'd be really nice, but like the big prizes, I think will be, well, the judges. I mean, like we would love to have representatives throughout the country. Like now that I'm gonna be in Texas, we can just do it together. But like, find a representative in Florida who, can go to the show, or we make like a literal like sort of league, and like have the judges, official judges. And
absolutely, and that's also going to come down to the viewers as well. Whenever we are doing all of these local stuff, we're going to try to expand out. It's going to be up to the viewers to kind of help us sponsor. Also, there's a lot of different companies. If you guys were sponsoring the League of Breeders, it would enable us to be able to travel more and be able to get better trophies and stuff like that too, and really highlight the whole dynamic,
Yeah, because I mean, I think we're gonna start out with, some blue ribbons right on the back. Oh, you came in, had like first, second, third, or whatever, maybe different colored ribbons. But how nice would it be for like the first place winner to get a nice, crystal sort of, trophy or something,
Absolutely.
where it says best in show 2023 Tinley or whatever, and and then next year, you're hatching. Let's say you won a hatching class. Next year, it's going to be a juvenile or an adult. So, you're going to be able to graduate your snake every year. If it wins one year, oh, maybe I should enter it in next year. And you enter it in next year, maybe you win again, or maybe you have your March Tinley and then you got your October. So maybe by the time October comes around, maybe you've moved up a class, but you still might have another chance to win it again,
Absolutely. And I mean, my vision is in a few years, you're going to start seeing people, instead of having, the weird background I have right now, or snake racks behind them, they'll have a trophy case with a bunch of trophies, best in show and first place in the races, and, all this stuff going. Right?
You never said that out loud. That's genius. Yep. That's exactly how it be. Like people literally love to compete. Like you got these 10-year-old kids, they got their karate trophies and their soccer trophies, but like you can literally do the same thing for anybody else, where like every show, the people that hit 5-6 shows a year just vending and they want to bring their best in show, they might win, 4, 5, 6 trophies. And if you enter in every class, you have 3 shots per event to win. And then so you can win up to 3 trophies every time you go to a show, and absolutely. I think it doesn't, we have talked about different things about like, should the vendors be the ones entering, which yes, we hope they enter. But, I think we want to see what people have as far as like holdbacks, because like, I don't necessarily want to see what you're selling, what you're trying to get rid of. Like bring your holdback to the show.
You don't have to be a vendor to enter. That's the whole idea of it, is you don't have to be a vendor to enter. However, I do think that in a lot of shows, they have issues with bringing in your pet snakes or pet animals. So I don't know. We're going to have to look into that.
you could probably check with the venue and pre-register an animal. Like, all right, we
Right.
have to pre-register in order to actually enter, not just same day walk-in type thing.
Right.
Pre-register, pay your $10, get a ticket or a tag that says this animal
Mhm.
is eligible, or is on the premises legally or whatever, where you
Right.
have
Right.
gone through maybe your treating your snake or whatever.
Yeah. So there's gonna be some hurdles we're gonna have to navigate through, but
Yeah, but we're gonna be
I
more
think
open with it, and you guys are gonna be able to give us feedback, and
yeah,
but yeah, it's something we're really pushing towards outside of the podcast.
right, right. Uh, the whole idea, like we said, is to just get people more interactive stuff at the shows, try to keep them entertained for a longer amount of time. Also, we were kind of thinking possibly have some sort of like movie theater thing where it would be
Oh
showing
yeah,
basically like all animal stuff, where people can sit and watch a show for a while,
like imagine
So,
going to a reptile show and you get to watch Steve Irwin for 3 hours. You'd be there the
right,
whole time watching Steve Irwin, telling your wife, "Hey, I'll be home later. Just whatever.
right,
Like I'm watching
right,
Steve Irwin. I don't never get to see this.
yeah.
Like, and then all of a sudden you got all the kids watching Steve Irwin. You got 50, 60 other people. Like maybe
Mhm.
they just don't want to leave to the show, or they want to wait until the auction or something. We're like, oh well, I'm just gonna watch some Animal Planet or whatever until the auction comes on, or the snake
Right.
races or whatever.
Right,
Or
and that's
maybe
the
you're
thing is
just there
there's already an
vending.
auction. So if we can get auction, beauty pageant, or best in show, um, the races going, and possibly some movie stuff going, man, that's an entertaining day. All we're
Oh
missing
yeah.
is a couple of carnival rides out front, and we got which hey, maybe one of those dragon roller coasters.
Uh,
That'd be
yeah.
cool.
So it's cool.
But yeah,
If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down, or leave them, in the chat. Make sure you guys do comment on this video. We want to know what your ideas are. How do you feel about us joining together? How do you feel about, yeah, the podcast, doing the reptile shows, things like that.
absolutely.
But you know what? Any final thoughts, Shane?
We might be doing a late night snake bite tonight. The
Okay.
UFC fights are on, so me and John are probably going to be watching those, and then after that, we'll go on.
Yeah.
All that
What's
good
up,
stuff.
Chris? What's up, Bosa? Thank you guys for coming
We
out.
appreciate y'all.
Yeah, if you guys missed the announcement, came a little bit too late. I'm moving to Texas. Shane and I are joining forces. Shane's going to be doing my show, League of Raiders, with me. I'm always there on late night snake bites as much as I can as well. And yeah, we've got ideas not only for the podcast, the future of the podcast, but we also have ideas for reptile shows. And I think that's going to be a big focus for the podcast is moving towards those bigger goals.
The future is bright. 2023, the year of the snake. Let's get it.
Yeah, you're the snake, guys. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody for coming out. You know where to find me on Monday night, every Monday night, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. My time zone's going to change, so I'm going to have to start saying like 7 Central or something. It's going to be weird. Yes. So we're joining forces. So make sure you guys don't miss that every single week. Make sure to check out Shane's channel because Shane's going to be doing some awesome stuff as well. But other than that, thank you so much. Peace out.
Later, guys. Thank you.
Later.